The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, lock it. Hey, stand off.
Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back. Because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Mayfield now. Escaping the pressure. And the pressure gets to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half. and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Hamler now on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now, those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 38, Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Go. Go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Here's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Hands it off out of the gun. He's to the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. He's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He finds his man. Complete. It's Clayton. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done as you noted. And they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Flushed out right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Mayfield to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Baker. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Mayfield. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll run with Chubb. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw. Now it's caught. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're